Got a new factory builder automation game for you today. This is Arcaneering Beyond Automation. We start in this lovely sort of voxely world, and we've got 3 resources in front of us, which we are going to be hopefully using as the start to construct, build, and operate a factory. So, we have a limited amount of buildings available to us at the moment. Obviously, goes without saying, this is a pretty rough early build, so things very, very much capable and probably will change over the course of development. But we've got a miner, a smelter, a power generator, some conveyor belts, and the ability to build a warehouse. Now, We've got some cash up in the top over here. We also have some objectives which I can drag up, and if we are able to satisfy these objectives, then we will nab ourselves a little bit of extra cash. But let's not focus on that too much at the moment. So we've got 3 primary resources that we want to capitalize on. We've got Sundrop, we've got Ore, and we have got Magic Essence. What I want to do immediately is get a very basic setup. There we go, $50 from the objective menu. I told you it was happening. I want to immediately get a miner placed on the Sundrop. Now, the Sundrop is kind of an important resource because we are going to be able to make power out of it. Now, if we have a little look up in our top left-hand corner, you can see that we have a maximum amount of power that we can possibly use. It is at 20, but we can expand that by placing down some power generators, which I will do in just a second. What we're going to want to do with the ore is kind of the same, but kind of different. But if I slam down a second miner, you can see that already that has put my power usage up to the maximum allowable amount, so we kind of need to do something about that. What I really want to do is I would like to get a power generator down right about here, and that will allow us to hopefully, there we go, increase our power consumption, or power generation, I should say, up to 40 units, which is quite nice. Now, we've got an objective up here. Current objective is to craft a component, whatever the heck that means, but that's okay. Let's establish at least a little bit of financial security, and there's an interesting way about how we go about making money in this game, which is actually primarily why I wanted to show it off, because it does things a little bit differently and a little bit uniquely. So we're going to get ourselves a conveyor belt over here, and for now, we're just going to slam down a warehouse right about there. Warehouse is a very simple building. It allows us to stockpile resources, like every other factory builder in history. What I would then like to do is I would like to jump into the research tech tree. Research tech tree, pretty basic at the moment, but that's okay. We will be expanding. Unlocks splitters and mergers for advanced item routing. Yes, I'm very interested in that. I'm also interested in basic trading. This is going to allow us to get the market. And is there anything else that I want to particularly get right now? No, I think we are fine with that. So the market goes down like so. We get a belt that goes there, and there we go. We've got some resources that are going to be coming through here. We're not going to make very much, right? Like, we are absolutely not going to make very much at all from this ore. You can see that we make, what is this, 1 coin from ore, 3 from Sundrop, 3 from ingots, 5 from magic essence, but 10 from gold ore. So the ability to sell gold ore to the market is absolutely what we want to do. However, there is no gold ore on the map, so we are going to have to use some abilities to make that happen instead. Now, let's get some additional research unlocked. So, if we get conveyor, what is that? What did we get? We get conveyor efficiency. Yeah, if we get conveyor efficiency, then for some reason, I don't know why, it unlocks basic magic, which is kind of what we need. I'm going to nab this, which is good. I don't know if that's unlocked anything else. I don't really want to... The tech tree is not particularly apparent to me. I don't understand how it works. Anyway, the point is that that's exactly what we need. I need to get a miner down on top of this magic essence here, and then I'd like to place down a magic crystal right over here. Don't worry, there's no real magic in this game. It's all just pretend, because what we will do is we will output the magic crystal into the mana crystal, and this is going to start generating a little bit of mana for us, which is really quite good, because then we will be able to transmutate ore into gold in this warehouse, which is exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to cancel that belt, going to get rid of it. I will gather Yep, I will gather those resources, I will punt them into the warehouse, and we will just start to accumulate a whole bunch of ore. And then when the time comes, when we've got enough mana, as you can see, there we go, from 2 to 3, we're getting 0.1 per second, which is not very much at all, to be brutally honest. And I think we could probably be doing a heck of a lot better. But when we've got 10, then we're going to be able to transmutate, which is quite nice. Okay. Let's get some other objectives sorted whilst we're at it. Build a smelter to process ore. Yeah, I haven't... What the heck are you? Like a little snail thing. We've not really done a bunch of other stuff. We've not done any production, like any proper production. There's another little ore patch over here, which I think we'll start building out. So we'll get a miner right over there. Also, I've got the ability to get splitters. So I'm thinking, let's ditch you. Let's get a splitter here. Yes, I know, we're going to overload on power, which is, you know, not necessarily the end of the world. But we'll get 2 additional things over there. We will try resetting the power. That doesn't work because, of course, we've not had the opportunity for the belt to run. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of pausing over here, a little bit of pausing over here. We'll then try the reset. No, that's fine. We'll try and pause this miner as well, then try the reset. That brings us down into a position where we will hopefully, yep, see that increase to a higher level, and then we can turn everything back on. Beautiful. No issues whatsoever. We do always need to try and make sure that we have another way to give our... What the heck are you? It's like a little bug thing. What the heck? A critter caught. Oh, nice. I didn't realize we got money for clicking on those suckers, but that's great. Anyway, we always need to make sure that we've got a way to expand our power. Now, there's also, if we have a little look in this world, you can see that there are different little forts. There's also, I believe, like a big castle. There is like the edge of the world. There's like a watchtower, small watchtowers. But then there's also probably somewhere, I don't know where, there's like a big castle, like a... Yeah, there we go. You need a siege crystal in a warehouse to interact with this object. This is the Dark Citadel. Reclaim its area, destroy it, and claim valuable rewards. Okay, that's fine. Also, if any critters reach the edge of this like magical force field thing, then they blow up. They die. At least as far as I can tell. Right, where the heck is my base? How do I... Can I transport to this area? I literally have no idea where my base is. Is this it? This is it. Amazing. I found myself again. Great. Okay, so that's all looking good. We're continuing to get a whole bunch of power. That's nice. I have got the ability to transmutate. So, we currently have 92 bits of ore in this warehouse. Boom. Let's transmutate. And suddenly, would you look at that? We have got ourselves gold ore, which is... Ooh. Don't know what the heck that noise was. Oh, it's another... dinosaur dragon thing. Okay, well, you've just been caught. You've just been yoinked. Anyway, don't particularly care. Let's get this sold. I don't think that there's anything else that we can sell here. I mean, we could refine gold ore, but I mean, who really cares? Who really cares? The fact that we're selling gold ore now means that I am going to be very, very, very well off. So I'm very happy with that. Right, we need to go back to processing ore, and we are going to process ore up here. This is the area that I want to... Can I destroy these trees? No, trees are undestroyable. That's fine. We'll get a little bit... Build 5 conveyor belts. Lovely. A little bit of extra cash. To be fair, we don't actually need a huge amount of extra cash at the moment. So, smelting, the way that smelting works, we are very close to being overloaded. Smelting works just like any other sort of factory builder. We input 2 ores, we output an ingot, and I'll get a warehouse down here just as a sort of buffer for now. That's fine. That's good. Also, there are little chests sort of chilling around. We've opened our first chest. Great. I think some chests you can click on. Others need, like, keys to unlock. Yeah, so we need an iron key to interact with some other chests. So chests can give us a little bit of money, but we can't open all of them, so... Forest mushroom. Okay, great. Right, so I'm going to need a little bit of extra... I need a little bit of extra stuff. Power efficiency? Yes, I'm very much interested in power efficiency because I need to save my power a little bit. Increases the sell prices of the market? Yeah, I mean, that's going to pay for itself very soon. Increases mining speed by 20%. Well, you know what? This is a good time to get solar power, I think, because I was kind of hoping that maybe this would survive a little bit longer. We can upgrade the output, upgrade efficiency. Yes, I am interested in all of this sort of stuff. Can we reset that? That does actually work. Nice. Very, very nice. Upgrade the outputs. Beautiful. Upgrade efficiency. Upgrade efficiency again. Upgrade efficiency. Upgrade efficiency. And that puts us on the maximum number of upgrades that we have that we've got available to us at the moment. But that's okay. Can we upgrade anything else at the present moment? I don't think so. I think that's everything. Right. I did unlock some new buildings there, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least I think I did. Did I unlock solar panels? I thought I unlocked solar powers. Increase base power by 10 units. Oh, okay. That's not actually solar panels. It's just literally base power, which is the power that we start with. Okay, that's fine. Anything else that we want to increase? Power generators produce 30% more power. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll absolutely do that. And advanced smelting as well, I think I will do, because that will improve my, my ingots. Right. How do I make a component? We need to get assemblers, I believe. We also need to... Do we need to maybe consider transmutating again? I think we do. Let's transmutate again. Beautiful. So that's going to give me 56 gold ore, which is nice. It's a good income. I'll say it. I'm pretty happy with that. What else can I get? Conveyor belt speed, component crafting. Yeah, so this is what we need. We need a little bit more cash. We're going to get a little bit more cash. Can I... Something that I do want to figure out if I can do. I'd quite like to see. Delete this market. Can I smelt gold ore? I don't know if I can, you know. I don't think I can smelt gold ore into regular. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we'll ditch. There might be the opportunity to do that later on, but... Ooh, yeah, transfer there. There might be the opportunity to do that later on, but for now, you know, that is not an option that is available to us. We're just going to have to rely on gold ore prices. Also, gold ore prices have kind of taken a bit of a dip. It's the same price as magic essence now. What does that mean? I mean, not very much. Also, I should say, the mana crystal upgrades itself just over the course of time. I don't know the systems that determine when it upgrades, but look, now we're producing 0.4 mana per second, which is quite nice. It's going to allow us to transmutate faster, more regularly, which I will actually do. There we go. Boom. Get that in, and keep on getting this out. That's great. This is looking good. Right, back up to my other operation. What do we got? We got 43, 44 ingots. Don't mind if I do. That's very nice. Component crafting. It's time to get some components. And then let's see if we can try and get ourselves an assembler. What do we need? Right. The biggest hurdle on this is going to be the power. What's our power usage at the moment? It's fine. We could sustain that. Definitely possible. What the heck? There was a fish there. Definitely could sustain that. Iron chest. Any other chests around the map that I can yoink? Maybe nab a bit of extra cash. I think that's enough, actually. And then we will return up here. Oh, there's more ore over there. That's cool. That's cool. Right, assembler. Let's go there. Let's get a conveyor belt here. Yep. And then let's see. Recipe is the basic component. Ah, but we can also make iron keys. Very nice. I am interested in that. I will build a warehouse as an output just here for now. Let's see. So that will give me the ability to craft a component. I also need magic essence. Oh, flippin' heck. Is there magic essence nearby? I mean, I don't really... I mean, there's one over there. One over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to elevate or de-elevate. Yeah, see, this is going to be a bit of a problem. I don't know how conveyors are going to work up and down hills. That looks like it won't work, to be brutally honest. Is there anything in the, Is there anything in the tech? Not really. Right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to place down an extra power generator just so that we can get that little bit of extra power that I think we can I think we can manage to deal with now, actually. Yeah, we should be totally fine. I will also upgrade the output, upgrade efficiency, and then upgrade output. So that is good. We got a mana thing over here. I'm going to just try. It's going to be very expensive. We're going to need a good number of wooden chests. Also, that's another little deposit of Sundrop, which I am very interested in immediately just turning into a little power outpost. Yes, that would be very good. Splitter. Right there. Conveyor belts. In. Will that work? I hope so. Actually, I want to just delete you before... Yep. Delete that before we put in another splitter. Oops. What the heck? Splitter. Splitter? Thank you. There we go. And then power generator here. Power generator here. And then as soon as I have the cash, another power generator. That's fine. Anyway, we're going to try building the magical essence all the way over to here. I am incredibly doubtful that this will work, but at least we're going to give it a shot. Any other objectives that I want to do? Create a production chain, miner, conveyor, smelter. Production chain, miner, conveyor, smelter. Miner, conveyor, smelter. That is what I've got. Processes ore into ingots. I've done that chain. I've done that chain. What about an iron key? Can we maybe make an iron key, like in this facility right now? It's literally just 12 inputs of iron. So, yeah, that would absolutely work. Okay, that's fine. That at least is something for us. I need to keep up the transmutation. Because, yeah, we inadvertently just end up selling ore. There's also a little bit of Sundrop here that I transported from, well, whatever the failed splitter operation was over there. But that's fine. That's no worries at all. There's also, by the way, I spotted enhanced. There's enhanced ore over here. A common iron ore deposit found throughout the realm can be smelted or turned into energy. May produce gold ore. So, I mean... If we can't make... Can we... The problem is that there's nothing on the same level. 1,000 credits from market sales. Ooh, very nice. The problem is there's nothing on the same level, so if this doesn't work, then we're going to be in trouble. Do you know what I should do? I should just try. I should drag it to here. I should go there. That is horrific. But we should just go to the edge here. There we go. Turn up. And then go here. And then go here. And I guess we'll see if this drop works. Fingers crossed that it does. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. Moment of truth. Is it going to work? Oh, it is going to work. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go up or it's just going to go down. I'm going to make the bold assumption that it's probably just going to go down. Yeah, gather resources, gather resources, gather resources, gather resources. Now, the nearest warehouse might actually be over here. Yeah, it is, which is actually highly ironic. Let's let you finish doing the next iron key. And then I think I would like to get this set back up as soon as we possibly can. Right, let's go conveyor belts all the way across here. I got plenty of cash now, although I really should be checking. And yeah, see, look, we can see out of the corner of your eye, the iron ore is just there. I need it continuously though, right? Like I need iron ore to be coming in continuously, so it's pretty imperative that we do this. You know what? Let's chance this. Let's see if it works. Let's see if we can go uphill. Maybe there is some magical ability that will allow us to go uphill. We'll test if that works, and if it doesn't, then we'll just go round and we'll get to here, which is fine. I mean, this is taking a ridiculously long time, and yeah, it doesn't actually look like we can go uphill. That's fine. We're very okay with that. As things go, yoink a critter real quick. As things go, that is not an issue. Not good. That is not good. And that is also really annoying. Like, if I need to click on him, why not just do it automatically? I don't know. Anyway, right. So, we want to come down over here. I think I should have enough money to get some flippin' dragon from a nearby... are you kidding me? I need one more. I need 25 bucks, and I just don't have 25 bucks. Presumably because, yep, we're back on the boring iron grind, which is a little bit annoying. Capture that critter. Yoink me a little bit more cash. Very nice. Very good. Also, we can now open up these iron chests. 344 bucks, and we also got an award for it. So, yeah, that's pretty darn good. We got 10 iron keys. We're going to swap this over to basic components now. Yep, which I realize is maybe going to upset things a little bit. Warehouse is completely empty. Also, we're clearly able to produce more than we're able to smelt. So we're going to go and fix that. Do I want to buffer this at any point here? That might not be the craziest idea in the world. Let's take 2 bits out of there. Set up as an input, set up as an output. Just in case. Fine. Also, I realize that I am very, very close. Like, very, very close to where I need to be. This is not good. That is not good at all. We kind of screwed the pooch on that one. This needs to be set as ingots. Yeah, it can only be ingots. The real problem is, I'm not sure how I clear resources... Not to the nearest warehouse. That's a bit of a problem. Either way, this is working. That's good. Obviously, we don't have any warehouse inputs coming in at the moment, but that's okay because I'm just going to get a splitter. The splitter is going to come through there. We're going to get a smelter here, and then we will get your first component. Hey, great. What am I looking for? Conveyor belts. Yep, and then the conveyor belt is going to go round the corner into there. Good. So with the exception of like some weird like dragging bugs, it does generally feel like the conveyor belt building is pretty darn good. I like it a lot. I like the setting. I think this is kind of unique. I like the transmutation aspect. I think that is really, really sick. I like the fact that you're limited monetarily. That's pretty interesting. Craft a mana bomb. You'll need a mana forge in order to craft a mana bomb. Well, what I really need to do... Miners produce 2 resources for the same energy cost. Yeah, I was going to say, what I really need is cash. Markets gain 0.1 bonus to all sales for each magic essence sold. Yes, I am interested in that. What I'm really interested in doing, right, I'll tell you. I'm interested in exploiting this operation over here, maybe building a market over here, and then getting this magic essence in order to feed down into a market that we put in this area. Let's, yeah, this is such a big deposit. So the enhanced ore is what we're going to try and do first. So you're going to come across like this. And there is a chance that we get gold, which is actually kind of remarkable. We'll put a warehouse in right over here, which is great. This is going to be our buffer zone. We're going to get a buffer zone and a miner over here. So you'll come off the edge there. That's good. So this is magic essence purely for making money. There we go. Look at that. Gold ore coming through. Love to see it. Is there anything else that I can do? Yes, there absolutely is. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get conveyor belts. Conveyor belts. Do I want... I mean, I want 2 conveyor belts coming across here, right? Because I think I've got another spot for... Yeah, I've got another spot for a miner, which can go... Actually, technically 2 more spots, but we're only going to be able to utilize 1, because if I surround... Anyway, you understand. This is... It's a bit tight. So we're going to need to merge... We're going to need to merge into 2 belts, I think. Can I destroy this tree? No. We're going to need to merge onto 2 belts. Let's put a merger in... here. We'll get rid of this. And we'll put in a conveyor belt right in there. Good. Okay, so that's better. I don't know if it'll actually fix our problems, though. And then what we want to do over here is we want to take this out. We want to link up. Can I build through? I can build through that. So let's maybe just do that instead. Can link up, build straight through there. Boom, get rid of the bush. And then we're out of money. But you can see what I'm going for. I'm going to get a second route into the warehouse over there. That should be pretty darn easy. So I've still got a few iron keys. Let's see if we can maybe try and tap into. Also, let's transmutate. Transmutate. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing. There's literally nothing in there. That's not good. That is not good at all. How's the rest of my operation going? We've got 100 mana essence just chilling here. Great. We've got 28 components, which I guess can be sold, but also not sure what we want to do with that. We also have the opportunity to build another thingy here. Power generator there. Yeah, can I try and find some more chests? Some more chests would be great. 1, 2. That'll help keep me. Need 5 iron keys. Okay, that's a lot. Does it get... I guess it gets progressively more and more expensive. That is not exactly ideal. Leave. Just leave that there. So yeah, we're making... The assembler is pumping out components as fast as we possibly can. Do I want to sell the components? I think I kind of do, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what goes into the mana bomb, but that's a problem for a future potato. For now, let's get the market. I mean, we need cash, like, any way that we can flip and get it, so... Yeah, just sell everything that we've got in here, right? I mean, even the mana essence gives us a little bit of money. The keys have got a value of 22, so... Is that actually better? Yeah, it's better value, but not necessarily... It's better value of the goods sold, but not necessarily the better value of all of the goods going in. So either way, that will keep us at least liquid for now, which is good. Lots and lots of resources coming in here. I still want to sort out the rest of this conveyor belt before we go. We're going to have to put a merger, and I am very, very low on cash, so we're going to have to spend getting... where is it? Getting this area boosted. Great. That'll give me something. I think the next upgrade that I need to get is probably going to be power related. We can use ore. We can use normal ore as a power source. I did kind of forget to mention that. Doesn't really make that much of a difference, but the sun drop stuff is definitely better. Right. Ditch that. Back to this. Now, how's that going to work? It should work. Transfer. Whoa. No, don't do that. There you go. And then that's good. That's good. That is great, in fact. That is a lot of ore that we've got coming through here. I think... I don't know how much, actually, our warehouse can store. I have no idea. But that's okay. That is a-okay. What the heck is going on here? Why are you not able to transfer down? What's the issue? That's the nearest warehouse. Great. Why can't you transfer down here? Now you can. Okay. Not sure what the issue was there. So, what did I need to unlock? I needed to unlock... Or have I already unlocked it? Trade relations. Magic trading. Basic... No, I needed... Yeah, magic enhanced trading. This is what I need. Markets gain 0.1 bonus to all sales for each magic essence sold. I'm going to take that. That's very, very good. Feels like a really good thing to do. I am making money, by the way, but this is just the sort of short-term cash injection of my components being sold off, and I have a funny feeling that I'm going to need the components for something in the future, and yet they're all gone. So now we have no option. Now we have no option but to sort out a new area to make cash. So, the good news is, we're going to pretty consistently be selling magical essence now. So that's great. That's something at least. And there's really no need for it. Transmutation, yes, I'm going to transmutate. And honestly, what value that transmutation is going to give us. I have gained experience. Now, experience is gained, as you can see, my little... Every time I transmutate, I gain 5 experience. Great. I'm going to have to do something really embarrassing, which is check the key bindings area here, because there is, yeah, skill tree is K, because there is no information on screen as to what the hell I can do to access the skill tree. Anyway, this is the skill tree. Mana efficiency, don't care at all. Mana capacity, don't care at all. Mana regen, maybe that's slightly better, but I mean, I have 125. I rarely, if ever, use these resources, the mana resources. I've also unlocked this new spell, transfer resources between two warehouses. That could be pretty useful. Forge efficiency or arcane manufacturing unlocks magical recipes for production buildings. I think arcane manufacturing, but then forge efficiency, I mean, we haven't even unlocked the mana forge yet, so cool. Special recipe unlocked. Arcane smelting unlocks the ability to transmutate Sundrop into gold ore using mana. Ooh, okay, that might be useful. Although Sundrop is currently, as I say, powering this magical operation. This is looking pretty darn good. Now, I don't think that I have the ability to. I don't think I have the ability to just say, "Hey." Oh, look, by the way, there it is. Skill trees there. Anything else? Resource tree. Okay, this is kind of helpful. Production calculator. Ooh, that's nice. That is very nice. Yeah, so gold ore we can transmutate. Okay, fine. Anyway, I don't think that I have the ability to set these splitters or mergers to only use a specific, or to only transport a specific resource. But I think it will try and transport the higher value of the resources. So I think that's good. Either way, that's going to give me loads of money. That's going to give me loads and loads of money. Transmutation, yeah, just bang that down basically whenever we have the opportunity to do so. That's really nice. I'm also going to unlock the Mana Forge now. I'm going to disconnect. In fact, you know what? Just delete this entire operation. I need to start keeping some of these components just in case we actually need them for anything. I'm a little bit worried about power, but that's okay. Mana forging will get. Basic alchemy unlocks the potion cauldron for brewing magical potions. That's fine. So we've still got more research to do. In fact, we've got a lot of research to do. And a lot of it is cash contingent, so something to consider. Right, the Mana Forge requires 2 mana per second. Ah, right. Well, that is what we need mana for. That is what we need mana for, and that is clearly we're going to have to rework this entire operation. Brews potions from special vegetation for temporary building boosts. Can I just build it? Yeah, let's get it built. 25 XP. Nice. So, forest mushrooms and plains herbs. Yeah, so we can go around and click on the forest mushrooms. I don't know what a plains herb looks like. Is that a plains herb? No. Wetlands catalyst. Okay. I'm not sure. Ooh, 1 gold key. Yeah, we shouldn't have any of this. Maybe something here? No. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what a plains herb is. Let me see if I can try and click around and find one. Plains herb? Iron chest is... Oh, look at that. That's a very, very rich Sundrop deposit. Very interested. But apart from that, I mean, no... Forest mushrooms I can identify pretty darn well. That's behind the force fields. Yeah, plains herb. Alas, not too sure. Either way, what does this give us? Increases building processing speed by 50% for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's not too bad. If I can find them. Desert cactus flower. See the desert cactus flower. That must be possible. Oh, feed 125 mana to the ancient mana tree towards a skill point. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that kind of does put us right back to 0, but that's fine. Any desert flowers here? No sign of desert flowers. So I guess the sort of consumable things. Oh, by the way, there is an inventory, a global inventory, And vegetation apparently has got its own category, so there you go. Either way, looks like they're pretty rare. Looks like they're pretty rare. And to be fair, the wild forest flowers or whatever that are the wild forest mushrooms that I've clicked on so far have actually been pretty darn rare. Either way, I've warbled along enough. Let's get ourselves a mana forge. I want to see what this is gonna do for us. Halfway to the next level. Great. Build a mana forge. Perfect. We get a whole bunch of rewards for it. What can we build in the mana forge? Obviously, we can craft a mana bomb. Ooh, we can do gold transmutation directly. I say obviously. Mana forge and the ability to craft siege items. Okay, yeah, we don't have that yet. Mana cost per cycle is 2. And the XP reward is 1. Inputs 3 ore. Outputs 1 gold ore. So, I mean, it's not exactly a super efficient operation. But it would be... better. It would be better just purely on the basis of... you know, we can automate it. We don't necessarily have to think about it. However, the real problem is, the real bugbear that I have is that I just do not have enough mana coming in right now. So, here's what I think we're going to do. We've got 125 mana here. Let's get a conveyor belt. See, I can't get a conveyor belt coming out. Oh. Okay, you can only have one output, apparently. I don't understand. Don't understand how this works sometimes. Right, transfer 125, maybe 125 is the max. I actually don't care because all I need is a splitter here, right? Give me a splitter. Sure. I transferred it to the nearest warehouse. Don't know where it's gone. We need a mana crystal. The mana crystal is going to go right there. We're going to get another mana crystal. Mana crystal right there. That's going to give me some mana. I don't know how much. That's going to give me plus 0.8, which is actually fine because I've got the... Oh, no, it's not fine. I don't have the, I don't have the thingy down, do I? Not yet. The mana forge. Yeah. Mana forge. Get the mana forge down. It's going to give me minus 1.6. Why would you ever not transmutate? I guess it must be like an automation, like late game automation thing. Also, this was a stupid thing to transmutate. Why the heck would I... Why would I transmutate that? Teleports? To here? I can't teleport now because, of course, I don't have the resources for it. Yeah, so not a super great deal, to be honest with you. At least I don't think so. Efficient mining. Yeah, I'll take efficient mining. And we can change the recipe. So efficient, advanced. Efficient mining is additional power units 7, XP reward 1, and the outputs are 2. So advanced mining takes 8 units of power, gives us 1 XP per cycle, but it only outputs 1, and basic is the least... Well, I suppose advanced is less... I suppose advanced is less good than basic, just purely on the basis of power. But it is quicker, so I suppose that's nice. Either way, what I really want to do is delete this, send this to there, send this to there, and then we do a teleportation. We do a teleportation between here and there. So it's a simple one-off. I think it was just the gold that was transported, which is actually, conveniently, exactly what we needed. We're going to hit this with a transmutation, which is great. That gives me 250 gold ore to play around with, which is very nice. Any other... Yeah, belt speed I'll take. Power spires that reduce nearby power consumption. Yes. Unlocks elevators for multi-floor factory design. Finally. So it'd be great if this was all in a big old tech tree, wouldn't it? That would be really good. Gold ore. Gold ore actually has a use if we get this. Yes. Mana crystals upgrades cost 25% less magic essence. Can I get mana crystal upgrades? I think it just means the automatic upgrades as opposed to the upgrades that I can give... Excuse me? Yoink. The upgrades that I can give my other stuff. Gold metallurgy. Yeah, that's very, very, very appealing. Resource refinement. There's a lot of upgrades, and a lot of them are really, really good. But the problem is, at least as far as I'm aware, there's no tech tree, right? There's no tech tree. There's a blueprint mode, but there's no tech tree. There's just the research menu here, which is, you know, it's fine. It's work in progress, but it would be really nice to see how they all map together so that I'm not just clicking random buttons. And things are starting to become very, very expensive. Don't get me wrong. This is pricey. I'm going to do another transmutation right now. That didn't really seem to have the desired effect, unfortunately. What about increased conveyor efficiency? Can I upgrade any of these conveyors? Can they be upgraded, or they just go faster? I guess they just maybe go faster. Right. I'm getting 1.2 per second. Is that fine? I think that's fine. We're gonna try automating this with the Mana Forge now. It's worth a shot, I think. We're gonna need the Mana Forge for other stuff later on, but at least for now, we're gonna transmutate into gold, and then we'll get another market. I'm not gonna bother to buffer the gold here. Just think that we'll go for it. Is there any other place that I can get? Is there any other place that I can get? This is working. This is working really, really well. We're upgrading. We're doing some pretty nice numbers. I'm gonna get a miner. I'm gonna get a conveyor over here. Yep. And we'll sort this out with a splitter. Beautiful. And then some more mana crystals. And I think 3 this time seems to be absolutely fine. We're doing the efficient mining recipe, so we're actually getting double the bang for our buck, which is, I think, really, really good. Feed the ancient tree. Feed 55 mana towards the tree. Yeah, nice. Let's do it. So we still need way more mana for, or way more experience for a skill point increase. But that's fine. Wetland Catalyst. There we go. That's another useless plant that I'm not going to be able to do anything with. But I'll keep looking. I'll keep looking for those desert crystals or whatever the heck they're called. Desert flowers. Yeah. Definitely not seeing any. Oh! I'm seeing 2. Desert cactus flowers. That is what I'm after. And then there was the plains. Something on the plains, wasn't there? Okay, look, I'm getting distracted. Will that allow me to do a brew? I don't actually have the thing, the potion maker, but that's okay. We can get that back. We can get that back later. How are we doing over here? Not great, to be brutally honest with you. Not great at all. I would like... See, that's a visual. I need to move this around. I feel like we're just not having... We're not having good vibes with this. This is not what I want. I want to move... I'm going to move the resources around a little bit. What about a teleport? I can't do teleport because I don't have the resources. Yeah, it would be nice to have more granular control over what's happening in my warehouse. But that's okay. Mana crystals. Are we doing anything better on the mana crystal front? I mean, we're feeding them all in. We're making some nice progress. We're gonna get to a point where we're in a good place. But I think I should look for another mana crystal. Yeah, and just set up another very simple setup here. Just seems like a good idea to get ahead of the curve. Got loads of money though at the moment, so maybe I should look to get mana crystal. Maybe I should look to get some more. Maybe I should look to get some more stuff. Also, you know what I've not really considered for a little while? I should be thinking about some keys. I've got 60 I've got 69 components, which is very nice. But I should think about some keys. I mean, blueprint mode. If I take all of this as a blueprint, save, yes. And then if I don't know how I'm not quite sure how to there we go. Okay, that's good. So if I blueprint to here, areas protected by the Dark Citadel. But if I find another ore source, right? Like here, for example. Don't say I have to... Oh! Okay, it did result in a little bit of a power cut, but that's okay. That will make my life easier, though. That will make my life very, very much easier. Gold... There's gold ore in the game? I didn't even realize there was gold ore in the game. Okay, that's good. But what I'm really looking for is enhanced coal. I didn't even realize coal was in the game. It's, I will say visually, like it can be challenging to identify, you know, what resources are what and what resources are where. I'm looking for Sundrop though. Now there was that big Sundrop patch. Is that maybe what I want to do? Set up a little miner setup over here. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I want to do. Right, not going to make it overly complicated here. We'll get a power setup, and we'll do a power generator. Efficient mining. Try resetting. That is, of course, not going to work. That needs to stay on. That can come off. Try resetting that. Turn off. Try resetting that. Fine, it's the big ones here. I know it's the big ones here. Try resetting that. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna have like real issues? We could have some real issues here. Let's figure this out. Turn that off. There we go. That's good. That should bring on the power generators that we had before. Yeah, there's definitely a situation that could result in like a complete stalling of everything, which is something that I would like to try and avoid, obviously, if it's all possible. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. So basically, we just want to build... Yep. Nice. We just basically want to build 3 offshoots. Like so. Like that. Very nice. And achieve an industrial complex with 250 buildings. Don't mind if I do. I'm having a great time, by the way. I think this is really good. It's definitely rough around the edges. Don't get me wrong. It's rough around the edges, but I really like the market selling mechanics. I like how that fits together. I like the power mechanics. I think that's pretty darn cool. I like the resources. I like the way that the resources work. Look at that. 540 power. We're not going to be running out of power anytime soon. And there's another sun drop right over there. Cool. Very nice. So, get this turned back on. This turned back on. And... splitter goes in there. Apparently the splitter did not... save as part of the blueprint. Don't particularly care. It doesn't particularly matter. This is weird. Also not sure how this worked. It's fine. Right. So the warehouse goes into that slot right there. Good. Again, I think that was in the wrong slot. I think it built in the wrong slot. Basic component, no. You're going to start making some iron keys, buddy. I have not made an iron key in what feels like a long time, so it's time to do that. That's not the way that it's supposed to be. I'm going to delete the warehouse. I'm going to place a conveyor belt, and then I'm going to get a warehouse back here. So yeah, so that's a bit better. So we'll start making some iron keys again. The assembler's up and running. Great. Any extra flowers? We'll get the iron keys. Fantastic. Okay. Cash-wise? No. Mana-wise? We need to turn these things back on, obviously. Power-wise, that's all good. It's fantastic. We can also upgrade the power generators that we've got in some places. So, increased output, increased output. Damn the efficiency. Who cares? Whenever I have money, I'll go and try and update that. That's fine. A power spire. I don't have the power spire or the ability to build a power spire yet. You know what I want to do? I want to delete that and I want to delete that. For very simple reasons. I want to exhaust all of my ore here. I would like... There we go. I would like gold ore to be the resource that is used. And then let's reconnect it. And then with any luck... There we go. The normal iron ore, or whatever the heck it's called, will start to go in here, but it'll go in at the backside. The other thing that I want to try, I can have 2 belts in. Can I have 2 belts out? I don't Yeah, I can't get... oh, for God's sake. I can get as many belts in as I want, but I think I can only... Yeah, I can still only have one output. That's fine. Either way, not necessarily the end of the world. Look at that. 6,700 total sales. Magic bonus plus 20%. Gold ore is selling for 6 at the moment, and the occasional magic essence that we've got coming in here also going for a good amount. Yeah, pretty happy with that. So, Cauldron as well, you are working away. You're taking your sweet time, though, to make a single bit of gold ore. And we're only making... Yeah, we're not making much at all here. I don't think it's necessarily too worthwhile to have this in operation. But that's fine. Do I want to sell my components? What are my components valued? 15 bucks a piece? That's like 700. It's like 1,000. It's like 1,000 coins just sitting there. I mean, on that basis, it's probably worth just getting rid of them again. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll sell the components. 11 bucks? It's fine. It's fine. We're making keys as well now, so we're up to 11 keys. We can open a few more chests, gain a little bit of extra cash, and then we can look at what we're after. Produce components faster. I like the idea of the gold ore. I think we're gonna take gold metallurgy. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. And we can do something gold related over here. So I want to see how much they're gonna sell for. Yeah, gold ingot sells for 30. From 6 all the way up to 30. That is absolutely gargantuan. So, split. Yeah, we're going to split here. We're going to ditch this nonsense. Who cares about it? Let's build a conveyor belt through that tree so that I can just get it out of my way. And then... Oh, I do have the power spire. I do have the power spire. Let's sort this out first. There we go. And then we want to do a little merge. We want to merge here. Kind of want to merge there. Yeah. Merge there. Merge there. And out here, out here, out here. Out here, out here. And in there. So, advanced smelting. Ooh, what am I doing wrong? Am I... Do I need another building? Do I need a mana forge? I might need a mana forge for the gold smelting. I did not consider that. Recipe, gold transmutation. Oh no, it's here. It's here. Sun drop to gold ore, 2 ore to 1 ore, gold ore smelting. That's what we need. So it's going to take 10 seconds, which is not amazing, to be honest with you. And I feel like that will probably... Yeah, it'll probably take quite a long time, and on that basis, maybe we should just get another... Maybe we should get another setup here? So if we get a splitter here, come down here, split here, and then another 3 smelters? I'm kind of keen. I mean, it is... I mean, ludicrously power intensive. It costs 15 power per... And they take an absolute age. And I don't really have that much power spare now at the end of all of that. But gosh darn it, I can't help but feel like this is absolutely the right thing to do. Also, transmutate the heck out of this warehouse here. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking very good. If only I could get... Oh, dragon somewhere. There we go. Yoink. It's free real estate. Let's go... Out here, out here, out here. This might be a bit of a problematic position. I'm going to get a merger. I'm hoping that it's going to merge from there, but I'm not sure. Am I even going to be able to... I'm really struggling to see what I can do here. Oops. There we go. Because I can't go vertical yet. We're going to have to just hope that this merger is going to allow us to merge here. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted to do. And then turn in. Get rid of that. And then another merger. Whoa, yes, 800 bucks. We've earned so much creditage. I mean, what's the issue? Why are we not producing stuff? Do I need anything else? We need a regular ore input as well. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. Well, that is a problem. I was wondering why we weren't seeing anything coming. Right. In a very, very weird sense, this problem might actually solve itself. Teleports to there. So if I move the resources out of there, we can manually finagle a system where we will add the resources. This is obviously not ideal at all. We've obviously not really set this up in a place that is super ideal. But I think it'll be worth it, even for a short while, to have the resources coming in like so. I think this is something that we do want to do. It is worthwhile. Because, I mean, 30 bucks a piece per ingot is pretty darn great. Now, the other thing that I want to do is get down a power spire. It requires magical essence, but it is going to reduce the impact of all of these buildings. It's a pretty darn good place for it, isn't it? That's the perfect place for it. Amazing. Skill point gained. Yes. We've reached level 3. Max mana is increased. And you've learned esoteric transmutation. What the heck does that mean? Transform mana into credits. What, from like here? We don't have any mana in that warehouse. But what about over here, for example? Let's try it. Great. We generated some money. I don't know how much it was, though. I mean, we've still got 125. Maybe it doesn't consume them? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, any other warehousing that we want to do? Gold keys for high security chests. I'm interested. I'll take vertical logistics. I'll take conveyor speed. Produce ingots more efficiently using less energy. I will take. It's a good idea because, I mean, at the moment, my power situation is, yeah, sketchy, to say the very least. This is looking great, though. Gold ingots, the price is already reduced, which is a little bit of a kicker because I have kind of worked hard to get all of this stuff into play. But it's okay. What do I want to do? I would like to get... You're already on efficient mining, so you're pretty much where you need to be. Elevator, yep, that's great to see. Splitter, I'm going to just split this here. And I need to get to here. And then across. Nope. Yeah, definitely the building of the conveyors needs a little bit of work. I feel like that is a bit of a down. There's a bit of a downer. It's okay, though. Should I build a potion cauldron? I'll try. Build a potion cauldron. Productivity potion. Doubles output production for 3 minutes. Great. Let's brew it up. See what that does for us. And yes, I do need to think about how I am going to operate this system going forward. At the moment, it's clearly not working. I suppose, actually, occasionally it will work, right? Like, occasionally it will work. But it's not consistent. The other option that we've got, which is kind of a bit of a cheesy one, to be honest. We could just build another warehouse here. Yeah, transfer, whatever. Build another warehouse there, transmutate this into gold, and then we have like 1 gold input, and then we have 1 ore input, and then it'll all come out, and it'll be split between the different resources. That's such a bad way of doing things. We brewed the productivity potion, that's great. So now if I go to potions, select the building first to use it on. Do I care? Not really. This one, maybe? There we go. Great. The Mana Forge has got output doubled. Nice. Not sure that I'm that bothered, but that's okay. Produce advanced machinery using your assembler. Can I build anything using my assembler that is not what I've already built? No, I've already got that all taken care of. Advanced components, produce components faster, or advanced logistics. Super splitters. That's what we flippin' need. Mana crystal upgrades cost 25% less magic. Yes. I'll take that. I am I know I'm not really selling a huge amount of stuff right now, but I am shocked that I am not making more money. I mean, yeah, I should start selling these iron keys, shouldn't I? I should use some of them first. But I'm shocked that I'm not making more money because we are at a sort of fairly advanced... Ooh. Oh, it is guarded. Yeah, we're at a fairly advanced sort of stage here. And I feel like we definitely should be making more money. And yet, we're just not. Uh-oh. 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 The game is frozen on me. The music is still playing, but... I think we're in trouble here. I think we're in trouble. Well, the game crashed, and very unfortunately, there is no ability to reload. I guess the autosave feature hasn't been implemented, at least not as far as I'm aware. Either way, look, I feel like we were probably coming towards the end of the video anyway. Yeah, there's clearly a fair bit of work to do to get this game up to ship-shape condition, but let me be real with you. I really like it. I think it's kind of unique. I think it's a bit novel. It's got all of the sort of interesting elements to make a really intriguing title. So very interested to see more, and can't wait to follow development as it goes. I'll definitely be making a return to this one. Would love to see the implementation of a tech tree so that I can stop clicking wildly around in the research center. But yeah, very promising indeed. Arcaneering. Beyond Automation. Check it out, link down in the description below. If you're interested, consider wishlisting it. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.